What's your plan exactly?
First, take this mask. Now, I've had no time to hack the computer systems here, but I think this building has some kind of pest control system, like a knockout gas. If you can hack the terminal, maybe you can use the gas against the gunners. Plus, you could unlock some of these doors, or disable the security system. You might as well have these too. Might help you get past some of the doors.
Hi.
You should get moving.
Can I help you? Sweet. Sweet.
Hot stuff.
Sweet. Hell yeah. Mine now. I'm the last human you're ever gonna lay eyes on. Let's go.
引き続き攻撃する Blast your cornea!
了みんなお疲れ様です みんなお疲れ様です
Yes.
Excellent work! With the nuke dealt with, you can now proceed to the radio tower at once!
And I'll just take this. Hi.
Can I help you?
Sentinel, this battle is reaching a critical point, but we won't let you fight alone. Your brothers and sisters stand by your side. Onwards to victory.
Ad Victorium.
Leave
Up yours. You're coming, right? Yes. Nice.
Let's get on with it. Huzzah! Glad that's over.
Yes. Take the good with the bad, I guess.
You've made it! Quickly now, connect your Pip-Boy via the socket on the nearby console. Yes, there's the connection. Now, load the holotape. Don't dawdle, time is of the essence. Good, yes. The relevant files have been decrypted. We can begin compiling the broadcast data to Vault-Tec. This will take some time and my full concentration. Don't get prepared. The gunners will try to stop you.
How long will it take?
I can't say for certain. We will largely depend on how stable a radio connection the gunners have with Vault-Tec. But once they catch on to our game, you should anticipate a volatile reaction.
What kind of signals are we talking about here?
In plain English, we'll be transmitting to Vault-Tec.
What exactly is...
The virus will disrupt Vault-Tec's communication.
Good luck, Doctor.
Thank you. The same to you. Hit the button on the console when you're ready. And stay in range of the tower, else you'll break our connection. Beginning to compile the necessary code. Stay in range of the radio tower.
Gunners, watch out!
Who's there?
Oh no. Target down.
Perfect. Nice.
Hello. Enemy aircraft have been detected approaching Quincy. I'd advise great caution.
This is our support. We can confirm. Please stay. Taken one down, but 2 others made it past. Although one was damaged. We're going to make our way to Quincy. We'll be there soon.
Code is ready. Linking to Olivia. I can use its dish to transmit our signal. We're almost halfway through the process. Maintain your vigil.
My... Pass. It's over with.
In the air!
結構頼れるでしょ
So just another day for me.
In the air!
I'm listening.
There's support coming in. We'll do what we can to assist.
Beginning broadcast. Vault-Tec should start feeling the effects soon. Keep those gunners busy.
Yep. It's over.
Oh yes!
Another
We're on a
job
roll.
done. about something a little more challenging next time.
They're almost there.
They're going down.
That's what you get for underestimating the genius of Carl S. Magnuson! We did it! All text communications are down! I'm transmitting the atomic ring access codes to Olivia. It's done. Number of satellites are responding. Yes. Nukes primed and ready for launch. All that's left is for you to give the order. You can call the strike with your Pip-Boy. As soon as you're ready, find a spot with decent reception and simply push the button.
Good job. Let's find a good vantage point. If we're lucky, we might even see when the nukes hit the gunner's base.
Whoa! Hold on! My services at the plutonium well were no longer required, so I made my way over as fast as I could. This is it, huh? It's almost over.
Yeah, it seems you found a decent spot. I'm patching your Pip-Boy into the satellite system. There.
So, you give the order to those satellites, and no more gunners. No more war. We win. You ready to do this?
This doesn't seem right.
Yeah, I hear you. But we knew it would come to this.
We already tried showing the gunners mercy, and look what it got us. This time we can't make the same mistake.
Aiden might be right. I'm not happy about it, but it might be for the best.
What would the results of this be?
Once you give the activation command, tactical missiles will be launched from the atomic range satellites in orbit. The gunner's base of Province Bay will be hit by multiple nuclear warheads. And this war will have ended.
Is it too late to change my mind?
We've all sacrificed a lot to get here. But I trust your judgment. We all do. Whatever you decide, we've got your back.
I won't do it.
If we don't do this now, we might lose our only chance to wipe out the gunners.
I'll figure something out.
This is extremely foolhardy. We have no idea if and when Vault-Tec will resume contact with the gunners. To even delay is to invite ruin. But it is your decision. You better have a damn good ace up your sleeve.
You'll just have to trust me.
Honestly, I'm relieved. Blowing up the gunners' boats is one thing, but dropping nukes on them? That's the kind of guilt I think I could live without.
Well, you put it that way. Even without using atomic rain, for the time being, we've won. Any remaining gunners will either surrender, or meet a swift end. So what's next?
There is but one task remaining, the retrieval of the Ingram tape. I shall grant you access to my lab. Coordinates have been sent to your Pip-Boy. Once the tape is safely in your possession, the gunners will have truly failed, and this war will be unequivocally over.
It'll be good to finally meet you in person, Doc. Get a pot of coffee brewing. We'll be there soon.
Dead as can be. Hell yeah. Come to mama. And I'll just take this. Excellent. We'll all be better off without you around. Bingo. Sweet. Come to mama. Yes. Mine now. Mine now. Excellent. Sweet. Mine now. Yes. And I'll just take this. Hell yeah. Sweet.
Guess this is the place. Let's head in.
Yes.
Object of interest detected.
Way's blocked.
It looks like some kind of blast door. Fairly sturdy one by the looks of it.
Do you know some way to open this door?
Curious? All my readouts indicate the elevator is waiting for you, and the blast doors are open. Perhaps someone has tampered with it. You will have to perform a local override, and for that, you'll need to access my home's computer network. Make your way to my old bathroom. There you should find the system interface you'll require.
In your bathroom?
It's a long story. You'll need to provide a passcode. It's, Madison. Then simply request the blast doors be opened. Off you go!
Yes. Sweet.
There's nothing in here. Except... wait. Oh, don't tell me.
This isn't gonna do anything without power.
A computer toilet, huh? Well, it should have more than enough power. What with the plutonium well all running? Maybe we need to flip a breaker switch somewhere.
Greetings. My purpose is to serve. Please submit your dictation, urine, and/or excrement.
Is something the matter?
Imagine, if you will, to be a continual spectator to humanity's least glamorous moments. It is a heavy weight upon my circuitry. Alas, one must persevere and carry out one's duties. Such is the plight of the Prince of Porcelain. So, how might I cater to your bathroom needs?
Madison.
Password accepted. Ah, hello, Dr. Magnus.
Just shut up and open the blast door.
Ah, the blast door. Guardian of secret. The way has been opened, Dr. Magnuson. More regular bowel movement.
Sure.
Was there anything else?
How are you doing? Any words of wisdom?
Entry level. Entry level. Research level.
Anything you want to talk about?
Oh, great. Should have known we'd not seen the last of her.
Hey.
I told you we'd meet again. Hello, Jacob. How's the child?
That's supposed to unnerve me? Using my name like that? Well, it doesn't. She's fine, by the way. Appreciate your concern.
I've got a shot. Just say the word.
Why are you here?
I'm here to teach the wasteland. I'm already aware of your...
Right.
Of all the sweat and blood shed by those under your banner. I'm sure you're very proud. Who would have thought? The Gunners. Defeated by the Minutemen. But none of it really matters. Because all I have to do is kill you. Leaving me free to seize the last engram tape that lies beyond these doors, deliver it to our employer, and then I win.
What's so important about this tape?
These tapes are the reason we were hired. They contain data critical to our employer's survival. They're also the key to purging the Commonwealth. Atomic rain. Need I say more?
You don't have to do this.
I don't have to do anything. I want to do it. I want to see our employer set the Commonwealth ablaze. To see every insignificant waste of flesh that calls this place home incinerated. Every trace of their pathetic lives, their existence, wiped clean.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, I find solace. The Gunners, our employer.
Sure.
My superiority.
What do you actually want?
I've made no secret of my goals. To leave behind a to know that the
I don't mean to play psychologist.
To care.
What's so bad about your past?
Like yourself, I came from a vault. But I didn't have the good fortune of a secure... No. My father was a syringe. My first memory is of being told to recite an eye chart. All of it so we'd be strong enough to one day save up top. A few of us realized the truth and escaped.
That's all I needed to know.
So, what do you intend?
I know you're dying.
So you've already said. But as previously stated, your knowledge of this changes nothing. And I've had more than enough time to ensure all my affairs are in order.
Wait, Captain, you're dying? Why would you keep that a secret?
You're out of line, Major.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
We found a cure for your condition.
You're not lying, are you? No. I can tell. You do have a cure. I hadn't anticipated this. But why would you?
I said there's nothing wrong with it that a bullet can't treat. But if this is how you want to play it, fine. You're the chief.
Ah, I see. A bargaining chip. Very clever. But even if you do have a treatment, how could I trust you? No. Trusting you is too much of a risk. Better to go out on my own terms.
Dying is the coward's way out.
There's truth to your words. If I had wanted to die, there's been ample opportunity before now. And I believe that you do have a treatment. And that there's a chance you would share it with me. You've already demonstrated your compassion when you attacked the Gunner's Plaza, allowing those wishing to escape. I am no coward. I accept your offer for a cure to my condition.
You understand there are terms to this, right? We're not just gonna fix you up and then send you on your way.
Of course. It's obvious what you want in return. I and all under my command will stand down. This war will end. Right here, right now.
Are you okay with that?
I won't lie. I'd still like to see the Commonwealth burn. But your cure changes things. Vault-Tec offered me the chance to go out in a blaze of glory. But you present something more valuable. You offer me life. I never expected to live beyond the meager months or weeks I thought I had left. And now I find myself reevaluating my prospects.
You did the right thing.
Guess I'll radio our people. Let them know the situation.
The Gunners no longer pose a threat to you. Complete your mission here. You'll hear from me in due course. Goodbye, for now.
I hope curing Lamont is the right thing to do. Guess we'll see. Come on, let's go meet Madison.
Gotta find the terminal.
I don't think we're gonna get through that door. Let's find another way.
That's it. Hey.
Who'd have thought I'd end up working out of an unfinished vault? But in retrospect, 110 was exactly what I needed. Secure, isolated, and with its very own missile silo. It's a shame I couldn't have moved my lab and cryopod there. But since they didn't even begin construction of the lower levels, I'd have no protection in the event of local nuclear detonation. Not a risk I'm willing to take.
Ah, there you are. If you wouldn't mind, please decontaminate yourselves before entering the lab. Just activate the console in the decon chamber. Welcome to my lab. Excuse the mess. Well, it's been difficult to keep on top of things. Make your way to the catwalk above. Proceed through the corridors, and I'll meet you just ahead.
Magnuson's private lab. I wonder what's down here. sure the doc won't mind us taking just a little look around. Oh, I bet there's all kinds of stuff hidden away in storerooms, drawers, terminals. And not that I'm saying we should take anything, but, well, you know. A lot of equipment still active, but also a lot of dust.
There. That should keep the tape shielded on the wrong sides.
Hello, Magnuson. I see you've made yourself at home.
And I see you still have a spare set of keys to the place. Can't a man have a little privacy?
You know you're only supposed to be storing your belongings here. The lease paperwork makes that very clear. So, speaking as your landlady, care to explain all the structural changes and active equipment?
Oh, I didn't mean to cause trouble. Just a little redecorating is all. But I promise, from here on, I'll strive to be a better behaved tenant.
I'll believe it when I see it. Just be glad it's me who's been dealing with all of this.
Ha! So, what brings you to 110, Maddie? A sentimental goodbye?
Oh, heaven forbid. No. I'm just here to let you know Vault-Tec has fulfilled the last part of our agreement. Both prototype Delta rockets will be shipped here within the month.
You actually acquired them? That wasn't part of my agreement with Vault-Tec, you know. You only needed to find where they were being stored.
Consider it a bonus for your hard work on 111. Besides, when I casually dropped your name, RepCon seemed more than happy to facilitate an arrangement. Although, you have your work cut out for you, Magnuson. The years haven't been kind. Both rockets look as if they've been half stripped bare for parts.
Ha! That's no bother. I expected as much. I'll just call in a few favors with ArcJet. Maybe pay a visit to Provincetown. But tell me,
a lot
you
of this
know my
lab's
plans,
equipment was prototyping for Luna Colony's many intricate systems.
care to stow
Feel free to
yourself away
examine
in a
anything
place,
that
or-
catches your eye,
as that
but
sounds.
do
I have
try
other
not to
arrangements.
touch.
Look, but don't touch.
Don't suppose these
I'll do my
other
best.
arrangements would involve a certain vault in a certain Lone Star state?
You're not supposed to know about that.
Ah, well, I'll keep your secret if you keep mine.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Carl.
I'll miss you.
Your thoughts?
With the schematics so graciously provided by Braun, it seems my efforts to convert human cognition to something more digital are indeed possible. According to Stanislaus's research, I believe the absence of my personality is the reason the Ingram tapes refuse to function as they should. It's unfortunate that the tapes fail to duplicate my persona. I'm reluctant to subject myself to that torture device CIT call a mind scanner again. But needs must. And perhaps a fifth Ingram tape will be enough to capture that indefinable quality that is Carl Stefan Magnuson.
At long last we meet. I was beginning to think you'd gotten yourself lost.
I can see where this is going.
What is this, Doc? Explain yourself.
There's no reason to obscure the truth any longer. I am Dr. Magnuson. But I am also the last Ingram tape. What you see standing before you is what the Gunners and Vault-Tec have been searching for.
What are you?
Make no mistake, I am Dr. Carl S. Magnuson, as much as you are yourself. I am a perfect duplication of the Doctor's personality and core memories. Everything that made him who he was is part of me. However, I am also technology, hardware and software. An AI would be the closest comparison, but lacks certain critical nuance. It is difficult to explain, but in essence, I am the Ingram tape, currently loaded into this computer as much as I am Magnuson.
I'm finding this kind of hard to believe.
I can understand why. But you must accept the truth that is in front of you.
Well, it's good to meet you, Dr. Magnuson. Not in the way I expected, but still, it's an honor.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. I appreciate your courtesy. I'm sure all three of you have many questions. I took the liberty of recording some answers to topics I thought may interest you. You can find them on the terminal below my monitor.
Can I ask some questions?
Of course. I did promise you full transparency. Please, ask whatever you'd like.
What have you been doing all this time?
To be perfectly frank, I've mostly been sitting idle. What you might consider my consciousness was dormant. That is, until my lab's computers detected the comm hub had been activated, and I was awoken. It was a very disorienting experience. I could comprehend, but there was no substance. And so I began attempting to reach out.
What happened after that?
I monitored what little data I could from the comm hub, and then from your ASAMs. I monitored, I listened, I learned. Soon I could, for the most part, understand speech. And by intercepting numerous active comm channels, I detected signals from Luna Colony. Part of my function was to monitor the moon base's progress via the hub, which was meant to be connected at Olivia. But even without Olivia's dish, the hub was still receiving a strong signal being transmitted to somewhere in the local region.
You listened to the radio?
In the manner of speaking. The signal was from Vault-Tec. They had made it to Luna Colony after all, and they were now in contact with the Gunners. When I overheard their plans to attack your settlements, I warned you the only way I could, by forwarding Gunner communications to the hub. But it wasn't purely an act of altruism. I wanted to keep the Gunners as far away from your settlements and the comm hub as possible. I knew they were searching for the Ingram tapes, and possessing the hub would only bolster their efforts. Which, I suppose, ultimately, it still did.
You're a robot, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you. Well, I did, but I didn't mean to be rude about it. No, I'm not a robot. AI would be a better analogy, but even that is an insufficient description. An Ingram tape captures everything that makes you an individual. Well, in my case, 5 Ingram tapes. The 4 tapes that the Gunners recovered hold the majority of my knowledge and experience, whilst the 5th tape primarily holds my personality. There is nothing artificial about the Magnuson you are currently interacting with. Well, there is, but you know what I mean.
Can you prove you're more than just a machine?
We are all machines in one way or another, yourself included. However, I suppose it would be difficult to prove my legitimacy in my current state. Without the other 4 Ingram tapes, I lack the bulk of what truly makes me Magnuson. For what is a person if not the sum of their life experience? There are too many holes in my memory. Perhaps you're right. As I am right now, I may be little better than a machine.
Why did they want you so badly?
I believe I've already touched on this. The Ingram tapes were created to run Luna Colony. Without them, the moon base is doomed to collapse. How Vault-Tec have kept things running for over 2 centuries without the tapes is beyond me. It is possible they devised some sort of temporary workaround, perhaps from some of my stolen research. Getting a hold of such things was no problem for a company as corrupt as Vault-Tec.
Corrupt. That's the understatement of the year.
You don't know the half of it. The lengths that Vault-Tec will go to lie, cheat, and steal. It's actually quite impressive now that I think about it. You remember Madison, yes? CPO of Vault-Tec, an expert manipulator. I love that woman. Part of me still does, if I'm being honest. She played me like a fiddle. Before we'd even met, she had it all planned out. All she really cared about was Luna Colony. I wonder if she made it up there. If right now she's watching the facility crumble around her.
How can you not know what they're doing? You must have some way of watching them.
I did. Although the information I received was sparse, mostly consisting of comm traffic between Vault-Tec and the Gunners. However, now that we've disrupted that, I've no way of knowing anything. It's uncertain how long the communication blackout will persist. But considering you hold Quincy and the Gunners have been brought to heel, even if Vault-Tec re-establish contact, there's not much they can do. We've won. Luna Colony will fail. Vault-Tec will perish.
Nothing else.
Very good.
So, what's our situation?
The situation is that we're done. Now it's simply a case of putting all our ducks in a row. All that remains is for you to take the Ingram tape. Simply remove it from its enclosure, and then keep it somewhere safe. Somewhere secure.
But if we do that, what happens to you? I mean, you are the Ingram tape, right? Or at least part of you is?
Correct. Once you remove the tape, my read-only memory will be wiped. And I'll cease to be, I suppose. Can't say that I'm looking forward to it, but duty calls. I cannot put my well-being above the safety of others.
What happens to you?
Think of the Ingram tape as a slab of marble engraved with the memories of Carl S. Magnuson, an unchanging monument to a great man's mind. When you remove the tape, these memories remain on the device, stored safely on magnetic ribbons. They are ROM, able to be read, but not altered. However, the individual you are currently conversing with, the Magnuson who was created when the tape was first loaded into this mainframe, I will be gone. I exist only as long as the Ingram tape remains loaded into this computer.
There must be something we can do to help you.
I gotta say, I agree. Dr. Madison, I don't care if you're a computer or tape, or if you don't even have all your memories. We can't just let you disappear. There's gotta be some way we can keep the Ingram tape safe and still keep you around.
If you feel that strongly about it, then There is a way to do what you propose. But I warn you, it risks damage to the Ingram tape. You may end up with no Magnuson and a tape full of useless data.
I'm all ears.
It's possible, if my mainframe was kept powered and active, that both myself and the Ingram tape could be transported to your headquarters. But this would be a monumental undertaking, not to mention risky. There are a myriad of things that could go wrong.
You sure you can go through with this?
Assuming all went well, I guess I would not be opposed to relocation. Who knows? A change of scenery may serve to inspire me. And I could always offer assistance to your group's endeavors. I'm sure you'd agree that having a certified genius as an advisor couldn't hurt.
What could possibly go wrong?
When not active, an Ingram tape is surprisingly durable. However, when in use, even the slightest jostle can cause a multitude of issues. Tape aside, the mainframe alone would require extensive preparation before even considering relocation. Never mind moving it while maintaining operation. We'd require continuous power. Processors would need external cooling, weather conditions closely monitored. Need I go on?
Maybe not now, but I will be requesting an extensive list of every possible issue. Trust us, Doc. I think we could pull this off.
I guess it's worth the risk. Let's do this.
Very well. If there was anyone who could do this, it would be you. I will begin the necessary preparations.
Don't you worry, Dr. Magnuson. By this point, I'm fairly familiar with your tech. We got this.
But, just in case things do not go according to plan, I would like to take this opportunity to offer you ownership of this lab. There is research here I believe you'll find useful. Consider it my recompense for all of your efforts.
Thanks for your help.
I'll need to start isolating and locking down systems. Might as well begin right away. Oh, I almost forgot. In all the excitement, I didn't congratulate you on your victory in Quincy. You did a phenomenal job. I'm unsure if even the great Magnuson could have done better. I look forward to getting to know you better, Chief. Well, goodbye for now.
Excuse me.
For the time being, I think it's best if I stay here. It's gonna take a lot of work to move Magnuson, and someone really should keep an eye on that engram tape. You should head on back to the HQ, let everyone know how things went. Hey, we did it! We dealt with the gunners and we saved the Commonwealth, so enjoy your victory. You more than earned it. And I really am proud of you. I'll catch you later, hon.
Hey there. Hey, excuse me.
Nice car.
Hey.
Good job. Let's find a good vantage point. If we're lucky, we might even see when the nukes hit the gunner's base.
Hey.
Team, spot out!
I sure do like the sound of that. Hi. Hey there.
Entry level.
明けましておめでとうございます、指揮官。休日であってもリラックスはほどほどにしてくださいね。
Come on.
Oh no. Another brother lost.
Are you holding up okay?
We may have just been the backup, but we gave it our
Right.
hell of a fight. We filled the gaps, provided the extra firepower, took a few hits, but nothing serious. We did our part. We held. It was a good day for the Minutemen. And Quincy, too. Till the next call to arms. See you around, General.
You all right?
Thanks for the front row seats to that battle. Though, if you ask me, you wasted your caps hiring us out if all we were gonna do was take...
Sure.
Next time you're in the mood...
Uh-huh. How are you feeling about things?
Victorious.
Anything to report?
We did our part. Nothing too much. Provided some... We did take a few...
Uh-huh. Hell yeah. Are you holding up okay?
Yeah. Time wasted. Not enough smashing.
Sweet.
指揮官、またお部屋の片付けに行きましょうか。 でも今度はあんなもの先に隠しておきましょうね。
Excellent. How's it going?
Man, what a shit show. I mean, we won, but I don't know. We were kind of all over the place there. Still bet on the right hound in the end, though. Hmm?
Hey there.
Well, how about that? 休日であってもリラックスはほどほどにしてくださいね。
Is everything okay?
You know what? We did all right. I mean, sure, we took a few lumps, but all in all, I'd say it was worth it. Good work, Chief. I did good today.
How are you holding up?
Was hoping to see you before we all went home, Cool Cat. To congratulate you on your well-earned victory. Since I've become mayor, I made it clear to everyone in Diamond City that gunners ain't something to ignore. Had folks actually volunteering to help out, in whatever way they could. Well, catch you later, Cool Cat.
Make a move and I'll end you, Wastelander.
Sorry, you say something?
Hey,
how are
at
you
least
feeling
it's honest
about
work.
things?
Chief, hello. That was certainly something, and I think we did as well as could be expected. And that's, well, it's not bad. Well done to everyone.
Stick to the roads, and you got a better chance of surviving.
Are you sure?
Places to get proper care, but they shut their doors on those who truly need it. It's not fair.
Just wanted to check in. Make sure we're doing okay.
My congrats on the victory. The Nightingales have been tending to what wounded we could get to since this all started, and we'll keep at it. Go celebrate with your people.
Anything to report?
A successful operation. Our people performed within expected parameters. Take pride in what we accomplished here.
Sure, what can I do for you?
Just wanted to check in. Make sure we're doing okay.
As far as battles go, I dare say we came out of this one none too worse for wear. A few scrapes and bruises, but overall, I believe we did well.
Is everything okay?
Hey, Chief. We did pretty good. You know, as far as battles go. Although, a few of our people did get hurt, but I'm sure they all tried their best.
Hi.
Hope you're planning to tell me all about your adventures.
I take it your next
Everything's great. The logistics department has everything it needs. At least, for now.
Uh-huh. That was all. Hey.
Oh, hello.
Head over there.
はい。指揮官として知ってた方がいいでしょ?
Oh, I almost forgot. The comm array. We finally finished repairs. Everything should now be working the way it was before. Although...
What is it?
Well, after we turned everything back on, there was something... strange. I think it has something to do with the array now being linked to that supercomputer at Olivia. It's like it's trying to make a connection to somewhere. I didn't know if it's meant to be doing that, so I just kind of ignored it. But really, you should check it out. Make sure it's okay.
Anything else I should know?
I really don't know enough about these new systems, but if I had to guess, I think the comm array is trying to connect to something like an ASAM, but one that's really far away.
I'll see what I can do.
That's a relief to hear. Just activate the receiver panel on the far right console when you're ready.
Hey.
Hey.
Take care when connecting electrical devices, as the engineering department has recently...
What a relief. I was hoping you'd connect with us. Would I be correct in assuming you hold the leadership position in your group?
And you are?
This is Madison St. James, CEO and leader of Vault-Tec, greeting you from Luna Colony. A privilege to finally speak with you.
That's quite a promotion.
Promotion? Ah, very astute of you. You've probably heard me being referred to as the Chief Procurement Officer. Early in my career, I recognized the advantages of letting others believe that someone else was responsible for decision-making. During negotiations, I found it provided a useful power dynamic. But in truth, I've occupied the role of Vault-Tec CEO, even before total atomic annihilation.
How did you make contact?
The process wasn't too difficult. Once we had bugged your array and you connected it to Olivia, it began syncing to the ASAMs we have here. While I could be wrong, I believe that was the array's original purpose. Then it was a straightforward process of setting up a two-way comms feed and patiently waiting for you to respond.
So, what do you want with me?
I'd hoped to make contact and attempt a peaceful resolution to our conflict. Regrettably, Magnuson took steps to ensure that couldn't happen. First, he caused significant damage to your array, and then orchestrated a communication blackout to seal the deal. The blackout may have passed, but so has our window of opportunity. The Ingram tapes are beyond our reach, and Luna Colony has reached a critical point of no return.
Why would he do that?
Obviously, to stop us from talking. Magnuson's held a grudge against Vault-Tec ever since we acquired his research from Robco. And despite our agreement to provide him ongoing funding, Magnuson stole from us and undermined Vault-Tec at every opportunity. Astonishingly, he now blames us for occupying what he still regards as his property, overlooking the fact that we possess legal ownership. Therefore, I can only conclude that Magnuson wanted to conceal the truth so he could keep using you as a tool to harm Vault-Tec.
What have you been doing up there?
You might find the answer to that underwhelming. We never anticipated our tenure at Luna Colony to span more than a couple of decades. But after Magnuson ensured the loss of the Ingram tapes, we were forced to resort to some creative measures to ensure our survival. In order to pass the long years, many of our high-ranking staff opted for extended periods of cryogenic suspension. Meanwhile, our scientists labored away, hoping to find a stable replacement to the lost tapes. Needless to say, they didn't succeed. With his usual dramatic flair, Magnuson had guaranteed our downfall.
If you expect me to believe you, I want proof.
Naturally, I wouldn't make claims without evidence. Let me ask you, how long did it take Magnuson to reveal who the Gunners were working for? How often did he withhold vital information? Why didn't he disclose to you that he wasn't the real Magnuson, but in fact, a technological copy? I'll tell you why. Because at the time, revealing these things didn't align with his agenda. That being the destruction of Vault-Tec. I'm genuinely sorry to say that Magnuson has been using you as a pawn.
How do you know?
Because I know Magnuson. Both professionally and intimately. And despite your Magnuson being a replica, from everything we've seen, he's every bit his original in temperament.
Can I ask some questions?
Bear in mind, we're short on time.
You hired the Gunners.
Yes, we did. A decision we regret. We tried contacting every vault in the Commonwealth, hoping to enlist residents' assistance in locating the Ingram tapes. But when our hails were met with silence, our desperation grew. Finally, a glimmer of hope. We got a response from a vault, from a mercenary named Wes. And so, without fully comprehending their ruthless nature, we enlisted his group's services. Only after they recovered the first tape did we realize our mistake. But it was too late. The Gunners now held a powerful bargaining chip. We were essentially handcuffed to our contract.
You tried to destroy the Commonwealth.
And where did you hear such claims? Magnuson? Lamont? Hardly reliable sources. Yes, had we acquired the Ingram tapes, naturally, we would have made use of Atomic Rain's capabilities. But only to expunge any remnant of Magnuson's work, to ensure any clues or records to Lunar Base's existence remained lost to time. Our sole concern was our continued survival.
Vault 111. Please, tell me. I need to know.
I'm aware that you originate from that vault. My heartfelt condolences for the challenges and losses you've had to bear. Let me begin by emphasizing, we never intended to leave 111's residents in permanent cryostasis. Disappointingly, it seems our staff deviated from their mandated instructions, leading to a breach of vault integrity. Presumably, lockdown protocols were activated, and the revival sequence for the cryopods was never triggered. Once again, I extend...
Nothing else.
Of course. I am sorry that you've been caught in the middle of all this. For Magnuson to have used you the way he has.
Who knows? Maybe he did plan it all.
Please understand, I place no blame on you. Both of us have been fighting for survival, with less than honorable allies muddying the waters. Who knows? Perhaps under different stars, it could have been you and Vault-Tec pitted against Magnuson and the Gunners. Sadly, that was not the case. And Luna Colony is nearing its end. Many will die, but a fortunate few, we will find refuge in cryosleep. I find some solace in knowing that, even in defeat, Magnuson won't see his wish fully realized. A part of Vault-Tec will persist. And if I can leave you with some parting advice, don't trust Magnuson.
The vaults? Why all this effort?
In light of your somewhat unique position, Project Safehouse was indeed conceived to preserve human civilization. However, the version marketed to the public wasn't quite. Each vault represented a minor cog in the grand experiment, exploring how humanity... Our intention was to collect and catalog this data, so it could serve... You see, Magnuson wasn't the only one with starward aspirations. But where our scientists hit a wall, Magnuson.
You worked with scientists?
By all means. Some of the finest pre-war minds were exclusively numerous technological wonders. But Magnuson, he was closer to a solution than we'd ever been. And while the moon's a far cry from a new world, it was a... Had we not been hampered by the absence of the Ingram tapes, I suspect Vault-Tec would already be colonizing planets.
You wanted to say a human civilization?
Of course. That was the... Each Vault granted up both during their journey and... And while some within our inner circle harbored more selfish ambitions, it...
I had no idea.
That was by design.
Right.
But make no mistake, we're incredibly grateful to our vaults and their residents. Their effort, and whenever viable, we made every effort.
What do you mean by that?
While possessed of an undeniable brilliance, Magnuson is still a creature of ego. And I suspect his Ingram tape counterpart is no different. Initially, I have no doubt Magnuson will present himself as the ideal business partner. Intelligent, ambitious, driven, charming. But how long until he's weary of you? Maybe you'll fail to meet his resource demands, or lack the funding for his pet projects. And you've seen his reaction to Vault-Tec's control of Luna Colony. Do you sincerely think he has no issue with you owning the comm array? As I said, do not trust him.
If Vault-Tec had gone through with their plan, this place would be wiped out.
It was a matter of survival. It was never personal.
Miss St. James, it's time. You should put this on.
Well, as pleasant as this has been, I'm afraid our conversation must come to an end. And from one leader to another.
Resident secure.
Please, keep in mind what we've talked about. At the very least, keep tight control of Magnuson. Assuming you have the ability.
Occupant vitals normal.
I do what's needed.
If you say so. But don't count Vault-Tec out just yet. Because, if anything, we're always prepared for the future.
Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3.
Straight from the Brahmin's mouth. We won! Can't get more official than that. Oh, don't worry, everything's fine in Quincy. I just wanted to come check on you. So, now that that's all over with, how you feeling, darling?
Well, it's over. That's that. It's still a lot of work to fix the Commonwealth. A lot of lives are depending on us. So, let's get to it.
Science Department staff are on hand to answer
Anything you want to talk about?
メリークリスマス、指揮官。いい思い出を作れたらいいですね。
Attention, security required. Report to the north corridors.
Hey there. Excuse me.
Investigate the
Hey,
report
darling.
of a suspicious person.
So, me, Caitlin, and Laura, we've been talking about what happened back in Sanford, everything that's been going on here. There were a lot of apologies from me, a few from Caitlin, and I think Laura snuck in a few sorries too. And after much deliberation, we've all decided it would be best for everyone to stay here in the Commonwealth. From now on, I can see Laura whenever I want. And best of all, my kid finally has someone she can truly call home. As for me and Caitlin, after everything that's happened, we thought it'd be best if we just kept things professional. Still, it'll be nice to have her around.
Glad it turned out well.
That makes two of us. I also decided I'm gonna start shipping ASAMs down to Sanford. One of our staff said they wouldn't mind traveling down with a few crates, showing the folks there how to use them. And maybe one day I'll take a trip back there myself. See how they're getting on with things. But for the foreseeable future, I think I'll be staying right here. Still a lot of work for us to do in the Commonwealth.
How have things been over there?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. It's been quite some time since I left Sanford, and I can't imagine things have improved much. However, I think the ASIMs will be a big help. I just hope they agree to start using them.
I'm glad you stuck around.
Hey, and I just wanted to say thanks again. When we first met, all I cared about was building bigger and better settlements. And due to my typical rash decision-making, I'd convinced myself it was only buildings that mattered. That if we constructed enough, built large enough towns, that would get Caitlin's attention, and she'd have to bring Laura back to me. But that was never what it was about. People. That's what Laura needed. A community. That was something I didn't understand, something I didn't want to see. And if we'd never met, I'm not sure I would have figured it out. So, thank you. Thank you 100 times over. I owe you everything.
What rash decision?
I'm not sure if you noticed, but sometimes I can get real fixated on things. I'll get an idea in my head and run full speed towards it. But in doing so, I lose sight of everything else. I don't notice the nuance of things, the problems I might be causing. I did it back in Sanford. It's a bad habit of mine, but one I think I've started to break.
What do you mean by community?
The reason Laura felt so bad living in Sanford is because the community there had broken down. In no small part thanks to me. Having good, honest, hard-working people who care for each other and their settlement, I didn't understand how important that really was. I thought just throwing ASAMs at folks would be enough. But knowingly or not, you kept bringing in the right people. Fostering a community. And that is what helped our settlements flourish. That's what helped bring Laura back to me.
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
Maybe. But you're the one who steered us in the right direction. You've been my best friend, a role model, and a damn fine leader. I can't envision my life without having you around. And that's why I've decided to come join you in adventures. Keep an eye on you, make sure you don't get in any more trouble out there. That is, if you don't mind having me as a traveling companion, of course.
All right.
Well, when it comes to taking on bad guys, I'm relatively light on my feet and can keep out of sight when I need to. So, I'm fair.
What about your response?
At this point, most of the staff know what to do without constant reminders. And if they do need me for something, they can always just reach me by radio. Besides, with the gunner situation dealt with, I've got a lot more free time now. I'm gonna need something to keep me busy.
I'm lucky to have you at my side.
I think you'll find that I'm the lucky one. If you'd ever like my company out there, just let me know. Anytime, night or day. Oh, and before I forget, I made you a little something too. A gift. Had some spare time with no more gunners to deal with. Here. I modeled it after my own. Although there are a number of differences. I hope you'll find it useful.
What sort of differences?
Well, I overhauled the capacitor, so your pistol will have a bit more stopping power than mine. Also, I strengthened the barrel. It adds a bit of heft, but your shots will go a lot further now.
It's a thoughtful gift. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Listen, I just want you to know, whatever the future has in store for us, I've got your back. No matter what. And I truly mean that. Anyway, I think that was everything I wanted to talk about, so I'll let you get going. I'll catch you later, darling. Stay safe out there.
To avoid injuries and disruptions, please report any faulty power points or cables to engineering as soon as possible.
Just because we finally defeated the gunners, it's no reason to get sloppy. Still a lot of threats out there.
Hi.
Well, how about that? Vault-Tec were the bad guys all along. Not that the gunners weren't bad, but Vault-Tec were the ones pulling all the strings.